2020 will be a powerful year for the collective on this planet. 2020 will be the year of awakening. People are going to wake up to the truth of who they are, even more so than they already are now. Because what you'll see is that in the year 2020, people are going to start to wake up to the truth of who they really are beyond the limited and conditioned sense of self. Because for many, many years, we have been attached to the false sense of self, believing that we are the thoughts, that we are the mind, that we are the body. But what's happening right now is there is a collective shift happening on the planet where people are awakening to a higher state of consciousness and they are ascending to a higher dimension, a higher state of consciousness. You can call this the 5D, as we call it as the humans that we are. But this label is just a representation for the higher state of consciousness that we will go into as this collective shift begins to happen more and more. This shift has already happened. It's already been happening. But what you'll experience is that it will speed up and the process will accelerate. Things will happen in a much faster way. Things will start to speed up. More people will be in alignment with their true life purpose, with their heart. They will not be able to tolerate being in something that they hate, living a mediocre life. Living a mediocre life is a life of the ego, is a life of separation, is a life of fear, is a lack of the love vibration. But what you will experience is that in the year 2020, people will feel a calling and hear the calling that they've already been called to do for many years, but they have been ignoring it. Why? Because they've been attached to the false sense of self. When you detach from the false sense of self, you start to wake up to your true calling and what it is that you're supposed to be doing. And so what is the year of 2020 all about? It's a powerful year telling you it's time to follow your dreams. It's time to follow your path. It's time to follow your highest excitement. It's time to have a clear vision of who you really are, 2020 vision, not of just your goals, not of the relationships that you want, not of the money that you want, but who you are beyond the conditioning of your mind. Who you are beyond who you think you are. Because who you think you are is not actually who you are. It is a construct that the mind and the ego created by attaching to the false sense of self. What you'll experience is that the year of 2020 will be a powerful year of awakening for the collective consciousness of the planet. Your family may even start to awaken. Your family may start asking you questions. You've already been in the awakening process if you're watching this video. Maybe your family will ask you for assistance now. Maybe people around you will start to see what's really going on. They see, oh, he's been up to something for these months, these years, however long you've been in this process. And now they're starting to come to you because you've already been through the path of chasing and spreading. You've just been aligned with your truth. And because you've been so aligned, people are now getting into the light. People are coming into the light. Light will always win. Light will always beat darkness because the light shines on the darkness. And guess what? 2020 is a year for the light to shine over the darkness. To stop allowing fear to control your experience. To stop allowing external circumstances to define how you feel on the inside. It's to take your power back. Follow your true calling. Follow what you're meant to do. Because what happens is we don't follow our calling because we're attached to the ego. But when you're attached to the ego, it's a lose-lose. And guess what? 2020 is the year of the win-win, where you win and everybody else wins. It's the new earth. It's shifting into the abundance frequency for not just you, but for everybody. Because when you're in the ego, what happens? It's a lose-lose. It's a lose for you and it's a lose for the other. But then in the year 2020, you're going to start to shift into the win-win mentality. You will start to shift and see that reality is meant to be a win-win. Reality is meant to be something that makes it a win for you and a win for the other. Because it's only a lose-lose when the ego is controlling your life. When you follow fear, when you follow anxiety, when you follow worry, then it's a lose-lose. You lose, they lose. But then guess what? When you follow your highest excitement, guess what happens? It's a win-win for you and the others. You win, they win. So 2020 is about the win-win abundance frequency for all. It's about living in abundance, shifting to the higher state of consciousness that we're all going through, whether we realize it or not. But then guess what? More people are going to start to realize what is actually happening on a collective level. There may even be certain things coming up on the news. It might break through into the news. Maybe people will start to actually collectively wake up and realize, wait a second, there's something happening on the planet right now, and I am actually part of this, and so is everybody else. Because right now in the awakening process, it's just a couple, those little spots all around the globe working together to bring the darkness into the light. What's going to happen is it's going to start to spread across the globe more and more and more until the whole planet is awake. Who knows how long this will take? But it will start to happen more so in 2020. Another thing you might experience is that time starts to speed up. You start to let go of things that don't serve you. You start to let go of relationships, maybe old friends, maybe jobs, maybe certain patterns in your life that are not serving you any longer because they're so close to your awareness that you cannot possibly hold on to them any longer. So what happens in the year 2020 is you let go of these things. Time starts to speed up. The process of letting go becomes faster and faster and faster until you are who you actually are. You align yourself with the truth of who you really are. You align yourself with the truth of who you are beyond the conditioning of who you think you are. Because who you think you are is not who you really are. And 2020 is 2020 clear vision of that truth. Speaking your voice. Speaking your truth. Even if you're scared to do it. Even if your voice shakes, as Infinite Waters, Ralph Smart says. Because you have to speak your truth. Because speaking your truth will be critical for the awakening of the planet and the evolution of consciousness and the human evolution in general. So you following your path and you following your heart and aligning yourself with these 2020 energies will be critical. So if you're doing something you hate, it's time you follow your purpose. It's time you follow what your heart wants you to do, what your soul has been urging at you to follow, but you have not been following it because of fear. It is time. 2020 is the year, and if you fight this process, you will only go deeper into the darkness. And I say that from a place of love. So what you have to realize is that 2020 is the year for you. 2020 is the year that you follow your dreams. 2020 is the year that you follow your passions. 2020 is the year that you let go of old things that don't serve you and shift into a reality where you are in the reality that you prefer, where everything serves you, and because you're served so powerfully, you can now serve the other as well and make it a win-win for the planet. That is the year of 2020. Happening now. Happening faster than you might think. So get ready, because there is a powerful shift. Can you feel it? I know you can feel it, because there is a powerful shift occurring that will only accelerate as you become more aware of the acceleration. As you become aware of what is happening, your awareness will increase even more. And with this awareness, you'll be more in alignment. Things will start to shift on a collective level. So it is in your best interest to align yourself with this shift and stop fighting the shift. A lot of you watching this video have been fighting the shift. Stop fighting the shift. Align yourself with the shift. Go with the current of the river. Stop fighting the shift. Okay? That's what's coming through right now. Stop fighting the shift. Stop fighting it. You know you're fighting it. Don't fight the shift. Just go with it. Stop. There's nothing to fear. You have nothing to fear. Align yourself with the 2020 energy, because the rewards that you get for following this energy are beyond your comprehension, beyond what you can comprehend. Your ego cannot comprehend the rewards waiting for you as a result of aligning yourself with the 2020 energies. So the last thing I want to share with you before ending this video is that you need to align yourself with the 2020 energy, because it's crucial that you align yourself with the collective awakening of the planet. It is crucial that you align yourself with this energy that's coming in the planet right now, that is flowing through me as I speak to you now in this video, and you are receiving this transmission to understand that you are part of this shift. Understand that you have the power to contribute to this shift and make it a win-win for the planet. But the question is, are you going to keep resisting it? If you resist your awakening, you're only making it harder for you and the collective. And you're going to have to come back in another lifetime and do it anyways. So stop resisting. Just get it over with now. You don't want to make it longer than it needs to be. You don't want to come back in another life and do it all over again. You're here now to let this go and go through the shift now. Right now. Not in the future. You are here to go through the shift now. So once again, stop fighting the shift. Stop fighting it. Just stop. Just follow your calling, follow your purpose, and guess what? The rewards will be beyond the comprehension of your limited ego mind, because the ego can't understand. Your limited ego sense of self cannot understand what I'm saying to you now. What I'm saying to you now goes much deeper than what the mind can grasp, and you know this at a deeper soul level. So follow that energy. Follow that calling. Stop resisting the shift, and you will align yourself with the 2020 energy. So that's all I have for you today. If you like this video, I want you to hit that like button. Also, I have a free guided meditation that's specifically designed to help you connect deeper to the present moment and align yourself with the 2020 energy. So if you want to try it out, it's completely free. I'll leave it as a link in the description box of this video. I'll also leave it as a comment in this video. Once again, if you want to try it out, it is completely free. That's all I have for this video. Have yourself a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.